Hey, it's BRB, and I am anxious to get going on this particular special series of terrific TV toys because, frankly, these things are piling up. We're going to be taking a look at the action figures done by Figures Toy Company for the 1966 Batman TV series. We'll take a look at the first four. Then we'll probably take a break, maybe look at something else on the show, and then we'll come back for another four, and maybe take another break and keep going and going and going because really, Figures Toy Company keeps making these things. The fourth part of our special series and the second villain we're taking a look at is the Joker, although he was not the second villain to appear on the 1966 Batman TV show. That actually was the Penguin. They showed the Riddler, then they showed the Penguin, then they showed Joker. In episode 5 it was, Joker is Wild was the name of the episode, and it originally aired on January 26, 1966, and of course Joker was played by the incomparable Cesar Romero, who was born on February 15th, 1907. He died on New Year's Day, 1994, at the age of 86, and he had been acting a very long time by the time this Batman role came along. Actually, his resume dated back to 1933, so he had been acting for more than 3 decades before he ever got this role. But you know what? He really defined how we see the character of the Joker, definitely. And he was the first actor to ever play the Joker in live action. And of course, since then, we've had Jack Nicholson in the 1989 movie of Batman starring Michael Keaton, and we had Heath Ledger later, and those two actors have made definitely their own definition of the Joker. But I have to say that Jack Nicholson, I really felt like when that movie came out in 1989, he borrowed a lot, or was influenced a lot by Cesar Romero in his portrayal. Cesar Romero in 1966 really defined how we see the Joker with his crazy laugh and his crazy mannerisms. So that was definitely an influence. Now, Cesar Romero was credited for 22 episodes of Batman. And he also, among his other roles over the years, I remember when he was on Falcon Crest, the nighttime soap in the 1980s. But he definitely did the rounds. If you check out the IMDb, he definitely did the rounds of a lot of other 80s television too. But I definitely remember him with his famous mustache in that role on Falcon Crest. Very cool. And he reportedly refused to shave that mustache for Batman. So, of course, the white makeup went right on over it. And we're going to take a look when we open up this figure at the mustache, because you can make it out on this figure. If you've seen the comics, the comic books that came out recently for the Batman 1966 TV series, that when the Joker appeared in there, they even drew the mustache on him. So that mustache was permanently connected to Cesar Romero's face. So in this part 4 of the Figures Toy Company tribute to the Batman 1966 TV series, we're going to take it one step further. Last week, in the Riddler episode, you saw me put the figure back into the packaging while leaving this nice little logo tag on the package. Well, I realized after I shot that video, I can even go further for the real purists out there, and so I'm going to do that today. Just because it can be done. So just in the interest of learning and doing here on Terrific TV Toys, we're going to put them back exactly with the twist ties and everything is what I'm talking about. So a brief look at the back, really same graphics as the other figures we've seen so far. We are completing Series 1. We'll take a break on the show. Then we'll start in with Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson for Series 2. And we'll just keep going. Like I said, they're filling up my Batcave basement with these things. Figures Toy Company, how dare you? Okay, so into the figure itself. We're going to just slip the base out. We'll leave the card in because we don't really need to take a look at that. And I'm going to be a little bit more careful about this time than I was before. Hopefully this won't take too much longer to completely reset him the way that I want to reset him, just to demonstrate this and just to see if I can do it, because I like doing things like that. So he's got 3 twist ties, as with the other figures. We are just loosening them so he can be slipped out. It's possible to sort of leave them in place, basically. Slip his feet out there. We're playing purist this time. Okay. Welcome, Joker. Look at his outfit, this wonderful purple outfit. Got fake buttons on the front, but it is a Velcro enclosure. Look at the tag! Oh, we love clothing tags on figures. That's nice. And we've got some layers here. This is genuine layering. Real separate pieces of clothing here. A separate vest. And a separate green shirt with, again, a Velcro enclosure. Let me put that back on here. And in the back, Velcro again here. Shirt tucked in like a proper gentleman, even though he's psychotic. And let me see. Oh, interesting. Okay. There is a normal flesh tone. His whole body is not white. That's one thing I wondered. Just his head. So they're probably using the same mold as on some other figures. And we'll take a look here at... That is a flesh arm with a purple hand depicting a purple glove. So, interesting. He's got his tie. Oh, okay, I see. His tie is elastic around his collar. Very nice separate pieces all put together. Not just like maybe one piece made to look like a few different pieces. So I appreciate that level of detail. Tails in the back. Nice. And the pinstriping on the pants. Now, his outfit photographed very pinky in the series. Look at that. It looks so pink. But we associate, definitely in the comics, before the show ever went on the air, the Joker, the comics, we associate with the color purple, of course. So even though it looked pinker, strangely enough, on the TV series, this is what it looked like in the comics. We'll take a brief look at... Oh, it sucks! Oh my word, it sucks! Not since the original Kenner Oscar Goldman figure have I seen socks, and it's wonderful. I would say the level of detail on this guy, really nice. A cut above. Socks, heckin' socks. You didn't have to do that, FTC, but that is fabulous. Okay. So, of course, all the same articulation, same mold. Let's take a look at that. Likeness. Oh, it's creepy, isn't it? And can you see that mustache? It's very faint, but it's there. I don't know about the face as far as Cesar Romero. It's definitely a Joker face. To me, this whole figure seems more comic book Joker, traditional Batman comic book Joker, 50s and 60s, than it does actually Cesar Romero. But, you know what? Just my opinion. You can argue that. Okay, let's do the reset. Slip his little hand in there. Slip his feet in there. Good thing his knees bend. That is helpful. Okay, and we're going to put his arms like that. Let's tack in his head first. I feel like I'm really imprisoning the poor guy again. I probably will, by the way, after I shoot this video, I probably will just take him out altogether and throw away the base. I am an out-of-the-box girl. I'm not concerned about keeping this piece of plastic, even though I want to demonstrate this for the video. Okay, now, is that tail? Yeah, tuck the tail in there. Still got them basically turned the same way too. And let's slip them back in if we can, without too much trouble. Probably won't do this with the others. Just want to demonstrate it once. Okay, so make sure we're clicked together there. Okay, so there is a figure that arguably, I can reset him the same way. You cannot tell he came out of the box. can you? So really, it's kind of an out-of-the-box experience this week, but it's more like a 0% out-of-the-box experience because, heck, he's back in the box. All right, that was fun. Stay tuned because we're going to do that series 2 after we take a look at something else. And I think I know what we're going to take a look at, and it's going to be fairly crazy on my part. But you know what? I can do crazy. All right, see you next time.